This is the PSL for Monday, February 22nd. Number 1 asks for what is the surface area of the cone? Use the pi button and round to the nearest tenth. Well, if you remember to find the surface area of a cone, surface area equals pi r squared plus pi r slant height. So in this case, our radius is going to be 9 feet and our slant height is going to be 13 feet. So to find the surface area, it's going to be pi, radius is 9, so 9 squared plus pi times 9 times our slant height, which is 13. And if you put all that in your calculator, you're going to end up finding out that the surface area of this cone is 622.0 feet squared. Number 2 is asking us to write an equation given the 2 points. Remember that finding the slope of a line, or our m, we take the difference of the y's, which is -4 minus 2, over the difference in the x's. But make sure you keep them in the same order. You got 0 minus 4. So if you keep change, you've got -4 plus a -2, which is going to give us a -6, and 0 minus 4 is a -4. Remember, we can't have a negative over a negative. That's just going to be a positive, and we need to simplify 6/4, which is actually 3/2. The other part that we need to know is we need to find our b, or our y-intercept. Remember, our y-intercept is where x is 0. So if you look at this point right here, remember x is the first part of the coordinate, and it shows that it's 0. So our b is going to be that y value, that -4. So now we have everything we need to write our equation. And remember, it's just simply y equals our slope, which is 3/2 x, plus our b, which is a -4. So I'm just going to write -4. So the equation of that line is going to be y equals 3/2 x minus 4. Now for number 3, it's asking us to find the equation from the table. Now if you remember, we've been working on our tables here. To go from 3 to 750, you're going to add 4.5. And going from 2 to 5, you're going to add 3. So when we put our y, which is 4.5, over our x, which is 3, and divide, remember, when it's a fraction, we're just dividing, we're going to get 1.5. Now the tricky part here is, unlike our other tables, it does not have the 0. But we've got to look. We go back 150 for every 1. So 1 would be $1.50, 0 would be 0, which also makes sense. 0 number of copies would cost us $0. So our b is going to be 0. So when we write that equation, it's going to be y equals our slope, which is 1.5 x, plus my 0, which could also be written as just simply y equals 1.5 x.